of things we know.
Channel. So today's video is going to be on this makeup tutorial. I only used like 2 or 3 eyeshadows, and I didn't do a winged liner today because I didn't want to take away from the halo eye, which I absolutely have been loving lately. And I don't know, I just love how pink and girly this came out. Also, if you want to see another look that's maybe darker and dramatic for Valentine's Day, let me know and I will definitely do that for you guys. So yeah, I think that's about all I have to say. So if you aren't already, then please subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know how to get this makeup look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I already primed my eyelids off camera and I used the MAC Soft Ochre paint pot, and then I just set that with a skin colored eyeshadow. And the first shade I'm going to be using is called Tucson Sun, and it's by Makeup Geek, and I'm using a Sigma E40 blending brush, and I'm just going to be dusting that all over my transition area. I absolutely love using this shade for transition shades and crease shades because it's just such a pretty peachy toned orangey pink kind of color, and it just reminds me of like a sunset, and I just think it's such a pretty crease color. Now I'm going into my Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I'm using the shade Love Letter on a Morphe M431, which is a really dense pencil brush, and I'm going to start packing that in the inner corner and the outer corner to start the halo effect. I started getting a lot of fallout, so I just put some baking powder underneath my eye to prevent that from happening. And I just use the RCMA No Color Powder and just put that underneath my eye just to catch all that fallout. And you just want to make sure to not bring this color any past the crease. So I'm just making sure to keep the color pretty dense and pigmented and then completely stopping it right before I get to the crease. And then what I'm going to do is just create kind of like a little bridge connecting the two colors so that there's like a little bit, kind of like a roof over them. And then while I'm doing that, still making sure to not bring any of those colors too far past the crease or on the center of my lid. Now I'm taking the very first blending brush and shade that I used and buffing out any harsh lines. For the center of my lid, I'm using this little MAC pigment called Kitchmas. You can't get this in stores anymore, but it is online on their website. If you just type in Kitchmas, it'll pop right up. So what I'm going to do is just dump this into a little cap and then take my MAC 242 brush, spray it with Fix Plus so that the pigment holds onto the brush, and then just dab it directly onto my eyelid. And then just really making sure to not bring that any farther than the very center of my lid because I don't want it to start mixing with those matte shades. And then I'm going to take that pencil brush again with Love Letter on it and just kind of blend out those edges so it's a little bit more of a smoother transition between the pink shade and the shimmery shade. Okay, then I'm just going to wipe away all this bakage and get all that fallout off my face. Then for my inner corner highlight, I'm using MAC Nylon. Now for my lower lash, I'm just going to mix those 2 shades that we used together, Tucson Sun and Love Letter, and just start dragging that down below my waterline. Then I'm just going to line my waterline with a black eyeliner pencil. And then taking that same pencil brush that I was using earlier and smudging Love Letter with that eyeliner. Now I'm just going to line my lash line with the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I'm just going to be doing a tight line eyeliner, so just a really skinny line on top of my eyelashes, just so that my fake eyelashes have something to rest on. And then putting a quick coat of mascara on. This is the L'Oreal Carbon Black Mascara. Okay, so I just popped on some lashes off camera, and I just did it off camera because it takes me a really long time to do that. So I used the KoKo lashes in Queen Bee, and now I'm going to bronze up my face a little bit, and I'm using the Tarte Amazonian Clay Bronzer in the shade Park Ave Princess. I've never used this before. I just like the way that it looked, how it's kind of like crackly. I don't know if you can tell. So I'm using the Morphe R7 brush and just swirling around and then tapping off the extra, and then I'm just going to bronze up the outside of my face. So far I really like the color of it. It looks like it has a little bit of a shimmer in it, which I don't really use bronzers that have shimmery little reflex in it just because I like to be more matte, but it actually looks really pretty. I think this would probably be better for summer because it gives off a little bit more of a glow, but it's still really pretty and I do really like the color of it. Oh, by the way, if you couldn't already tell, I did my base makeup off camera before I filmed this, so I just did my primer, foundation, and concealer, and then I set my concealer, so that's why I just went straight into bronzer. But anyways, I'm using the Too Faced Long Lasting 16 Hour Blush in the shade Baby Love and a Morphe M104 brush. I'm just gonna pop this on the apples of my cheeks. I'm going to contour my cheekbones a little bit. I'm using the Kat Von D Shade Light Palette. I'm going to be mixing these two shades together since I ran out of this shade. And I'm just going to use the shade side of the Kat Von D Shade Light contour brush. Okay, then to highlight, I'm going to be using the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in the shade Sunlight. I'm just going to use a teeny tiny little bit of this because, as you can see, it is extremely pigmented. So I'm just going to put a little drop on my fingertip like that, and then dot that right on my cheekbones. Oh my god, even that was too much. I'm just going to dab the extra off on my other finger and then start to blend that in. And I'm also going to be putting a little bit on the tip of my nose. Okay, then I always like to set my liquid or cream highlighter. So to set that, I'm using the Ofra Cosmetics Beverly Hills highlighter. And where's that brush? And then for my brush, I'm using the Morphe R36 brush. So what I'm going to do is mix all of these shades together and just not that one because this one's a little bit too dark for me right now. So I'm just going to be mixing all of these together and then tapping off the extra and then just dusting right over where I put the custom enhancer drops. Okay, then finally for my lip color, I'm lining my lips with Posie K by Kylie Cosmetics. And then for liquid lipstick, I'm using the Stila Stay All Day lipstick in the shade Patina. Okay, so that completes this look. I absolutely love how this makeup turned out. It's so pink and feminine and just super girly and just perfect for Valentine's Day. So let me know what you guys thought about this makeup, and also let me know what you guys would like to see from me because I love hearing what kind of videos you want to see from me and just hearing your feedback. So let me know what you thought, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.